This is the morning talk show that you never know you needed in your life.
So yeah, that's the introduction now.
Alright, Isaac, pick a topic. It's the week of Isaac. Isaac's back. Everyone's here. Everyone's happy.
Oh,
boy.
Aaron. Does Russia know it won the Cold War?
Is Russia aware that it won the Cold War?
Really quick, Russia didn't win the Cold War.
Yes, they
Russia
did.
technically didn't participate in the Cold War?
Neither did it. No one. Listen, the Cold War didn't exist.
Yeah, it did.
Well, technically it did.
It happened entirely in Antarctica.
No, the Cold
That's
War.
why it was cold.
Listen, there was a time frame in history of around when did the
19...
after World War II. Okay, so like in the 50s,
From
60s.
the 40s until like the early
I think it
90s.
started in like 42.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Okay, that
and
time
it was
period.
it was a war that happened entirely in Antarctica between Russia and America. That's why it was cold. It was in Antarctica.
Well, it wasn't Russia, it was the USSR, and it finally
Oh, yeah.
ended when the USSR was overthrown to become Russia. But, so technically this should be the USSR one,
Yeah.
and that's because it did the very lethal technique of training penguins.
Yes, and the penguins.
We've had this conversation before.
The penguins-
We refuse to have it again.
The penguinos would tear open people's bodies and, like, you know,
Go inside of them and manipulate
and
them?
hijack them. And so all of the American soldiers essentially became penguin drones that were working for
Penguins
Russia.
are the real 007s, and
Yeah.
that's why they look like they are wearing tuxedos.
Guys, the
did
period of
it.
time between the 40s and the 70s doesn't exist. It went 1945, 1980, 1981. If you were born in that time frame, you were born in a lie. It
So-
is currently the year 2045.
Clearly,
We
our,
did it.
Our problem here is that Elijah sat in a
Refuses-
sleeper pod for like
You know the
50
game
years?
Bioshock?
And he refuses to believe the truth that
It was
based in the
penguins,
2000s.
penguins control
Have
most
you
of
ever
our major cities.
have you ever fought a walrus?
Penguins do not control most
Have you
of major
ever
cities.
Have you ever fought a walrus?
No, I've never fought a walrus.
Have you ever seen a newspaper reporter turned into a walrus by a scientist? Because that's a movie, and it shouldn't be.
Also, Aaron got arrested. We forgot to talk about
Are
that.
you a penguin? Secretly? Are you a secret penguin?
I feel like you wouldn't have given it away, though.
That was a lot of pressure and stress that I
My
just went
wings
through.
have been clipped.
Unless we're both secretly penguins.
Listen,
What's up?
Maybe I'm a
Lay it on me.
walrus.
first of all, the question is, do they know that they won? Not whether or not it happened.
Okay.
So,
You were the one questioning whether it happened.
Given that the Cold War, apparently the Antarctic
Have you
Penguin War,
seen Vladimir Putin's nipples? I think he knew he knows he won.
he just rides bears, okay?
But he knows he won.
Yeah,
That's
he
why
knows
he
he
rides
won.
the bears.
I don't think he knows he won. If you know you've won something, you don't need to brag about it.
He doesn't
But
brag
yes,
about it. He just does this normal everyday life. He takes a crossbow, shoots into the wall, hangs his coat on it.
I'm sorry, did you say he takes a lacrosse bow?
Yes,
a
actually
lacrosse bow. It's like has like the little cup arm, like the arrows in it. So just like.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's got like a spiked ball of arrows that like it's got looks like a cross between like a catapult and a crossbow. And
But it's
like
handheld.
Yeah,
It's
so
like-
you shoot it and it launches the ball of arrows into a thing. Little known fact: this is the weapon that Russia gave to a lot of its penguin soldiers.
And that's why they won.
But do they know that? But if you go over to Russia and you say, "Did you win the Great Antarctic War of Penguins?"
But that's not what it's called. It's just the Cold War. And they'll say yes.
Yeah,
they just drink vodka. They don't know.
they have entire celebrations about winning the Cold War.
Yeah.
They bring all their penguin soldiers together.
Cite your
and, like,
source.
Cite my sources.
Yeah.
I was there. I fought
the first
for
answer.
Russia in the Cold War.
He is a
are you-
penguin
why are-
inside of an American soldier.
Why are you yelling?
That's why he smells. He smells bad.
Because
smells
I've
bad.
been doing my prison term, and I can't go in the shower because I keep dropping.
So, Russia knows it won the Cold War, which may or may not have happened. Also, the 40s to the 80s.
Oh no, it happened.
it happened.
not
You just
real.
refuse to accept it.
No one was alive.
It's just because you deny the fact that current elections happening doesn't make it any less real.
2-1. We win.
Yeah.
Penguins win again.
Average it now.
We just take the average of this. Do it. Do it. Find the difference between the means.
Find the standard deviation.
Thank you for enduring this with me. I'm sad. You're sad. We're all sad.
I'm happy again.